All right. So this is a really cool one. So Court and I have different backgrounds, and we have completely different steps to a sale. And so this starts out in the sales department, and then you'll see that it kind of flips. So for me, it was meet and greet, build rapport, presentation, demonstration, negotiation, and close. That are the steps to the sale that I've learned as I was growing up. Court did a little bit different training, and
yeah, I learned Lemco steps. Angela laughs at me because I say sit down and close. She says there's no negotiating with Court. You're a terrorist. You don't negotiate with terrorists.
So. I'm like, oh my gosh, you don't negotiate with your customers at all? He goes, no, I don't negotiate with customers or terrorists. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. It is what it is. And in 2020 and 2021, we did not. This is the bike, this is the price, this is what you're going to pay. Do you want red or black? Because those are the only two colors we have coming in. We were order takers back then, right? As salesmen. That's not the case anymore, right? We need to get back to those old ways of selling. If I would, which, if we can go back to that, how many yeses does it take to get to a close? For me, it was 10, right? It takes 10 yeses to get to a close. You always want to be moving towards the next step in a sale. And the same thing goes along for finance.
100%. So we go to the next one. Oh, next one. And we can come back. So yes, we need, while we have steps to sale, and we might feel like what we're talking about is elementary 101 sales department steps or sales department training. We need steps for our finance department. I wrote about this not long ago I posted a video not long ago about this on LinkedIn. Is we need some steps for us. Where are we at in the process? All right, so I submitted the deal off. All right, now I need to do my F&I interview. I have them approved. Now I need to do my F&I interview. Now I need to move into getting them into my office. Now we need to present a menu. And so if you really break those down, we have steps to sale, right? We need to greet the customers. We need to do all those things. But yeah, for your finance department, get you some steps.
Yeah.
It's you'll always know where you're at in a deal.
Yep. And when you flip to finance, the customer interview will take care of a lot of those steps. So a customer interview is done once either the customer or the salesman has filled out a credit application and they go, here you go, boss. And they hand it to the finance manager. At that time, us as finance managers, we would get up out of our desk. We would go find the customer wherever they're at. And for a lot of dealerships, they should be somewhere between sales and parts, right? Because there's a path to a sale. So once they've decided on the unit that they want, then they're going to bebop over to the parts department and see if there's any accessories and things, right? So usually the finance manager would find them in between that section. Or the finance manager would then take them to parts. And you go over what you have on the credit application. Again, part of that is meet and greet. Hi, my name's Angela. I'm the finance manager here at ABC dealership. I have 3-man responsibilities. And you go through that, right? You're going to be building rapport because you're going to sit and visit with them. And it's hard not to. And then the verification. Oh, this is so important. As Court goes over it, in Arizona, I guess you can have a driver's license for like 20 years. There's a real good possibility someone moved in the last 20 years. Did they put the address down correctly? These are opportunities for you to verify the information that's on the credit application. For me, I swear no one ever can get the box right that says monthly pay. Monthly pay. If you ask a customer, how much money do you make? You're going to get a couple of different things. $400 a week, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month. Like that's what people say. And realistically, that's probably not right. So ask better questions. Are you on salary or are you hourly? Great. Do you work 40 hours a week or do you average overtime? Right? Because your banks want gross, but a lot of times those customers are giving you net. And that could be a big difference when it comes to debt to income, right? So it's a great idea to go out there and verify the information that they put on there. And then you can have some of those little probing questions, setting those little seeds. What kind of riding are you going to be doing? Are you going to the mountains? Are you going to the sand? Do you have a riding group? Like asking those qualifying questions will help you build your menu properly for that particular customer here in a little bit. But let's go back into structuring a deal, because you have your credit application. You know what unit that they want to buy, right? Are we asking for enough money from the bank? I can tell you from experience with the dealerships that we see the answer is not usually.
Yeah.
No, they're really not. They're really not. Do you know how to read your bank call? Do you know how to read your bank sheet? Right? Most of your local banks are going to send you, this is what we're going to do, and you kind of have an idea of, right? Are you familiar with debt to income, payment to income, revolving debt? Do they have any comparable credit, right? Do you know how to read a decline and approval? Are you calling and finding out on every decline if there's a way that you could qualify them, right? Is it debt to income that they were declined, right? Are you on a $30,000 unit? Could we get them on a $15,000 unit with $1,000 down? Would that put them in check? Would those boxes be filled in where they could put an approval together? So